Thank you. The Architectural Review Board of the Town of Southampton now come to order. Welcome to the August 20th, 2024 meeting. Ms. Doyle, the ARB attorney, would you read the legal regulations for this meeting, please?
Yes. Good morning. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of Local Law Number 14 of 2022, the Board's meetings are being held both in person at Town Hall and by video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting by Zoom can be found on the town's website, and you can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments through the town website. For anyone attending by Zoom, if you wish to speak during the meeting, please click the raise hand icon so a moderator can grant you access to participate in the meeting. If you're here in person, when your application is called, you can come up to the table here. Just please, as a reminder, state your name and hamlet of residence for the record. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Doyle. Would all please rise, and Mr. Rump, would you, the Vice Chair, would you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Rump.
Very welcome, Mr. Chairman.
And Mr. Jankowski, the Board Secretary, would you please perform the roll call and notify us if we have a quorum?
Mr. Wright?
Present.
Ms. Keys?
Yes.
Mr. Burke?
Here.
Myself? Mr. Rumpf?
Yep.
Yes.
Mr. Charrier? And I believe Mr. Tagliavia said he was going to be on Zoom. So
There he is. He's on
and he is.
Zoom.
He's on Zoom.
Okay.
So we have a quorum.
Good, thank you very much. Okay. Did the board members present for the August 7th, 2024 meeting review the minutes, and are there any errors or omissions?
None.
I saw none, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. If there were none, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll motion that.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the August 7th, 2024 minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Any old business to come before the board before we start on the agenda? None? Okay. First item on the agenda, these are sign applications. McDonald's Hampton Bays electronic sign number 1. Is the applicant available? Okay. Okay, Mr. Tagliavia is the lead board member on these applications. And would you give the board your comments and or approval?
Yes. Good afternoon, Matthew. I reviewed the applications, and it appears that they are proposing to just duplicate the signage and match pre-existing. Is that correct?
Yeah, so this has a brief history. The McDonald's currently has a single menu drive-through where there's one menu board, PD board, and a ice bar. The planning board has administratively approved the site work to make a side-by-side drive-through. So now the proposed layout will have 2 drive-through lanes where there'll be 2 menu boards, 2 PD boards, and 2 ice bars. These 6 signs that I just mentioned were previously heard by the zoning board of appeals where a number of variances were granted. So that's what the applicant is seeking to, is proposing here. So this is approval from the ARB for the 6 signs that will be used for the new drive-through venue board, the new drive-through with 2 drive-through lanes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Tagliavia, then because of the zoning board has reviewed this, we are going to be mainly concerned about the design of it and how it fits in.
Yes, and I see no issues. It's matching an existing sign that has been previously approved. You cannot see this from the street, and what they're proposing is just going to alleviate the traffic load that wraps around the corner at the time. So I have no issues.
Okay, fine. We have 6 of these signs, and we have to take each one individually, and we have to vote on each one individually. Are they all, just gonna ask a question, are they all similar?
Yeah, so the two menu boards are the same, the two preview boards are both the same, as well as the two height hearing parts.
Okay, to save on time, unless there's an objection by any board member, I would, since they're all similar, we can just list off sign number 1, number 2, number 3, and we can make one vote for all of them. Ms. Doyle, that's acceptable?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Tagliavia, are you acceptable to that also?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then, all right, do you want to, do I hear a motion to approve the McDonald's drive-through sign number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6?
Given that I'm not there, am I able to make a motion, or can I just recommend approval?
You can make a motion.
Yeah,
I motion that they are approved as submitted for all 6 signs.
okay, thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second that.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve all 6 signs on the McDonald's drive-through. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Then it's carried. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Right. Next on the agenda is a site plan review. It's Rivian Riven. Is the applicant available? They what? Okay. This is at 1 Montauk Highway, Watermill.
Where's 1 Montauk?
It's the patio furniture
Oh.
place, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, the corner.
Yeah, the corner.
At the, remember the old patio.com? At the corner?
Okay, the applicant's available. Mr. Rump, this is in your area, you're the lead,
Just
and would
past the
you
Ford
review
dealership,
this
past
for
the
us and give us your comments?
inside corner.
I haven't looked at it yet.
It's a car
Okay.
dealership is really they make electric SUV and SUV
The applicant
pickup.
want to share their screen, or would you like me to just go through what you already
Mostly
submitted?
like online. That's all you have to buy.
Yes.
Good morning, Phil Carroll from Forestio, the applicant's attorney. This is for Rivian, the electric vehicle car company. This is an application that's currently pending before the planning board for special exception and site plan approval. I do have with me our project architect, Mark Becker, as well as Justin Ackerman from Rivian, and Zach Kim from Dynamic Engineering. Happy to answer any questions. As I mentioned, the application has been deemed complete by the planning board and is scheduled for a public hearing on September 12th. Mark, I'll defer to you if you'd like to take the board through the proposal for the electric charging outpost.
Yeah, sure thing. So, for the most part, a lot of existing conditions are changing there, as well as maintaining the same look and feel. So as far as any changes that are made to the exterior of the building, you'll see there's a existing, there's a single egress door on the back of the building. We are infilling that to match with the existing wood shade siding and replacing that with a double door on the egress, just, on the back, and then on the end, a window that was there, and replacement of the door. Again, maintaining the same look and feel. The doors are going to be painted white to match the trim. And really trying to maintain, at least like the same look and feel of the existing building, and then using local vegetation to kind of spruce up the area, really kind of bringing some charm back. Happy to answer any additional questions you may have, but this is pretty simple and straightforward, and just kind of keep most of the open review.
So it's basically they're not changing anything.
No, not really. Looks like, Kelly, would you be able to just magnify the plant list so I can take a look at that, please?
And we do have our landscape architect on the call as well, Marla Roller. If there's landscaping questions, she's available to answer those.
Yeah, I just want to look at the plant list. That's all. I don't have any questions.
Parking lot, egress, and everything is the same? That's no different?
I think it is.
Yeah. That's great. Just go back to the plan, I guess, now, Kelly. That'd be great. Thank you.
No, the building wise, I see it. It's just the, I didn't remember how the parking lot was.
The only question that I have, Mr. Chairman, is there a proposed monument sign or anything that's for the site at this point?
I don't know, but they have to come back to us for all
Right.
signage.
Right,
This is just the building at this point.
right. I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mark, I don't believe we're doing a monument. There is a building mounted sign, I believe is depicted on the elevations of the structure, correct?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
gonna be
meets
allowed.
code at this point.
No.
So
It doesn't, but
It doesn't. So I would kind of revisit that and see what that means.
These renderings that you're seeing are old. This was from our initial work session that we had.
Mhm.
This was provided by the client. And one of the initial comments that they provided was that signage was not compliant. So we set the most recent elevations that did not show that condition. So that continues to be consideration.
Mark, do we have, for the board's benefit, do we have elevations that show the conforming sign? I believe that's what the planning board
Yes.
has.
Yeah.
well,
We're looking at it right now.
yeah, well, you're gonna still have to come back to this board for signage,
Is that sign lit?
for approval.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm not sure.
I feel like it would be.
This halo lit sign.
Is it
Yeah.
halo? That's the way the Audi one is just down the road.
Yeah.
I don't have any other issues, Mr. Chairman. It's really just an enhancement of what they have, what's there. It's
Around the whole road.
I have no
That's a big
issues
Okay.
with that.
Fine, fantastic. Mr. Jankowski, comments?
No, I don't have any issues.
Okay.
The only thing just mentioning Ted's name, there should be some place outside or that shows the actual address or
Well,
number of
they
the
still gotta
site.
come back, right?
Yeah, they've got to
Okay.
come back
Yeah.
to us.
Well, they can know about it now.
Yeah.
So typically, we ask all the property owners to provide a number on the site for emergency vehicles. Okay.
We will make sure that
Okay. All right. Ms. Keys, comments?
I have no comments other than the number being visible. I think it's a very nice building.
Okay. Mr. Burke, comments?
No issues.
Mr. Wright, comments?
No issues.
And I don't have any issues to my other comment. It's just when you get the signage to come back to this board with the signage application. Okay, a transmittal letter will be sent to the planning board with our comments.
Right, thank you so much for your time and consideration.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is Hayground School Art and Science Building, 151 Mitchell Lane, Bridgehampton. Is the applicant present? Okay. And,
My name is Tony Hitchcock. I'm the treasurer of Hayground School.
okay. Ms. Keys is the lead member on this.
Hi.
And would
Hello.
you
Good.
direct your presentation to her and to the board?
Absolutely. I believe we have things for you to see. As you probably recall, we came before you maybe 4 or 5 years ago and got approval for the Integrated Arts and Science building, and then COVID struck and we found ourselves unable to proceed. So in the 4 years, the project has changed very little, but is slightly longer, the rectangle, and we've added an underground library. We call it the vault library. But in terms of visually from the property, you don't see it because it's below grade. So essentially, to the eye, the structure will be very similar to the one you approved before. You can see in this diagram that the building is approximately south of the building we call Jeff's Kitchen, which has been there for 10 or 12 years. It will be connected by a covered walkway to Jeff's Kitchen. This is a 2-story building with a teaching roof that we believe will have a teaching garden and solar array, and then the lower floor is half submerged into the ground and has an exterior amphitheater which will allow us to have school performances there and hopefully some community use as well. And then the library is on the parking lot side of the building, but is underground.
Where is the library?
I think
Is it under those windows?
No, under the windows on the other side, under the windows, on the other side would be the amphitheater, and the library. Hopefully we can scroll down perhaps and see it. There's the library
I see.
shown on the left, and there is because all classrooms and all rooms have to have 2 means of egress. You can see that the library has a access, or it will be primarily used for emergency egress. On the left, and then there's access interior, and it's served by both the elevator and stairs.
Okay.
The science floor is the one that's half submerged,
I see.
and then above it is the art studio, and above that is the teaching roof, and outside the science is the amphitheater.
Mm-hmm. What are the materials?
The lower floor are concrete set in place walls, and you'll forgive me because I am not an architect nor a builder, so I only am kind of remembering what I've been told, but the upstairs are set in place panels, pre-engineered insulated panels. So the second floor sits on top of the concrete walls of the lower floor.
Okay,
And
and what
the
is,
exterior is clad in wood similar to the existing buildings
Right.
and will have the same color, which is red.
so outside it will all be red or just those sections?
I'm not sure that we've made a final paint decision about that, but
What?
a red is in keeping with the barn-like look of the
Right.
existing structures.
Can
Right.
can we have a full look of what the exterior is going to be in order to vote on it? Because I'd like to have that be part of the final presentation, personally. Because I don't know what so is it going to be the white wood, the gray wood, and the red?
The gray wood, I believe, is the Jeff's Kitchen.
Okay.
Is that considered the dining hall?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the exterior said to match existing dining hall. So I think the red that you see is going to be the red, and that other white that's in this picture is going to be that gray.
Okay.
You're
So
currently
then,
matching what's there now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
No,
I'm
we're not
sorry.
introducing any new siding
Okay.
elements.
Well, that's good. That solves
it's
it
gonna
right there.
stay-
It
Yeah.
matches
It's going to say
existing.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The thing didn't
Yeah.
make sense, but this does, and in that case, I see nothing wrong with it.
Good.
Okay,
Great.
fine.
We're excited about it.
Okay, Mr. Rump, comments?
I have no issues, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
It's really set back and screened, so it's, visually, and it's also going to match what's there. So.
Okay. Mr. Jankowski, comments?
No issues. Glad you're finally getting into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
us too.
Okay. All right, wait a minute, let me just, I'm looking at this before we go on. No, all right, I got it solved. Mr. Burke, comments?
No issues. Looks like the landscaping is going to be maintained too on there. So, yeah, all good.
Okay, Mr. Wright, comments?
I'm good. Good luck.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and I have no comments on this, because it's gonna match existing, and I'm familiar with the original that you would, come before this board
Yes, exactly.
a few years ago.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, fine. And this also came from the planning board, so a transmittal letter will be sent to the planning board with our comments.
Okay,
And thank you.
perfect. Thank you.
Right.
I'm pleased to tell you we have more than 2/3 of the funding in place already. So we're well on our way to getting this done, and we appreciate your consideration today.
Fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, next on the agenda is substantial residential, 351 Sagaponic Road. Is the applicant's present? And I'm the lead board member on this.
Hi, Melissa.
So
Hey, how are you?
I will give the board my comments and/or approval on
You're the
this.
architect, you
You
should
can
be
just-
metal.
Yeah,
You can just move this stuff out
move
of
this
the way.
over,
Here, take it.
because that was hay ground.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Normally, we prefer digital, which you provided us with, because since we're being videotaped and the public is on, that's why it's better if we do everything digital.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, do you want to start?
Do you have?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take one of the copies though. Look too as well. Do you have
I
that?
only have the one copy,
Oh,
but
that's mine, that's mine.
we can pass it around if you'd like.
I'll take a look at it. It's easier
Yeah.
to
Sure.
see sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Raymond Renault Architect for the client, 351 Sagaponic Road. We have a 5.27 acre site. There's existing house to be removed. It was built in 1980. It's about 2,800 square feet. Sits on the 5 acres. We do have some wetlands towards the front of the property. We've already dealt with that. And essentially what we're looking to do is build a new first and second floor is about 7,600 square feet. Linear house to take advantage of the property and the site, the
Right.
width that we have. open large lawn panel at the backside of the property, and a series of parking areas for both guests and main arrival at the front door. There's a separate detached garage, 4-car garage. There's also a separate accessory structure that has a gym that's located near the padel court. We also have a large roofed over terrace on the back of the property. The clients don't want a lot of sun, so we've created a roofed over terrace with a fireplace on the back side. The materials for the house will be Alaskan yellow cedar, Alaskan yellow cedar roof, both vertical and cedar shake. So if you look at the building, we've kind of separated portions of the building. So the garage will be vertical 1x4 Alaskan yellow cedar, all center matched. The main house will be a combination of Alaskan yellow cedar, shingles, and also stone veneer. And then there's a glass connector that happens, and then there's kind of a guest cottage that's attached. It's all part of the same main building, and that will also be the vertical Alaskan yellow cedar. All of the roofing will be Alaskan yellow cedar, taper sawn.
Okay, one question that I
Sure.
have. Are you going to allow this to age,
Yes, we're going to let it weather naturally.
which will be a gray?
Yes, and I have
Yeah.
some photos of Alaskan yellow if you wanted to see what that looks like.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah,
I was
because
just looking
some
it
of
up,
them, yeah,
We have photos from another project that we could share,
right.
and also a picture of what the stone veneer will look like. We're going to use a granite mix we've successfully used on other projects that would work really well with that Alaskan yellow. Let me just pull up my plans here, 1 second.
While you do that, we also, Ed Hollander Landscape is the one that did the design. This wasn't part of the original submission, but I have extra copies for everybody if you wanted a little more detail.
Okay, we did get it digitally though,
You got with
or I got it.
this?
No, I didn't get it with that.
That's-
I got the,
No,
Yeah.
we did provide a landscape plan, but this is one that has it called out what the size is and everything.
Yeah.
So there's a little more detail. And Ed is available, Mr. Hollander is available on Zoom if we want to talk to him as well.
okay,
So here's an image of Alaskan yellow once it's fully weathered. This is a project that's about 2 years old.
Can you see?
And you can actually see the
Yeah.
vertical. This is a good example because it shows black windows. It shows the vertical Alaskan yellow cedar, and also it shows the Alaskan yellow cedar shingles. Our exposure of the shingles will be less than this particular house. This one we did a very large exposure on the shingle.
right. Mr. Wright, can you see this?
Right here.
No,
sir.
she's got it, it's got it here,
Oh, I was thinking, yeah, thank you.
That's
probably- yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Weathered Alaskan yellow.
right.
And then
you.
for the stone veneer, we also have an image of that. Our house will be more traditional in nature than the house I just showed you.
Right.
And then this is a picture, waiting for it to kind of refresh, of the granite mix that we would use, which is very natural and
Right.
really blend very well with that Alaskan yellow cedar. And we have the ability to cull out maybe some of the darker stones in the field so that it, stays more in the gray tones and maybe more of the tans. So again, it remains very natural. This ashlar pattern, with the gray grout would be very
So then
nice.
you're going to focus on the gray tones
Grays and
instead of
tans.
the grays
Yeah,
and
the
whites.
dark ones.
Yeah,
Or sometimes they're purple, but we
Yeah,
would focus
I-
on that.
yeah, I usually do the same thing.
We
Take
try,
the-
right?
Yeah,
It's-
take the dark and the light out and
Yes.
just leave it. Because there's enough variation with the gray,
Right.
which
And
is
you'll
good.
notice that the main living room of this structure is clad in that stone veneer, and then all of our chimneys would also be clad in that stone veneer, as will the
Okay.
outdoor barbecue.
Right.
And some of the landscape, the walls.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'm the lead of this area. I'm very familiar with the whole area.
Mhm.
This house happens to fit, the design of it fits very well
Well, thank you.
with that area. It's also going to, I think, be an upgrade to it. Regarding the landscaping and screening, I'm going to defer to Mr. Rump on that.
Absolutely.
But I have no issue with this, and I recommend approval.
Thank you
Mr.
so
Rump,
much.
would you comment?
I have no issues with the
You
landscape
don't,
plan.
it's all
fine.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be fine.
If it
Great.
helps
Fine,
too,
and
we
the
also-
building?
Yep.
The design?
Yeah, it's fine. Sure.
Okay. Mr. Jankowski,
Yeah,
comments?
no issue. It's so secluded in the back and existing that,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I think it looks awesome.
thank you.
Good job.
Okay, Ms. Keys, comments?
I have one question.
Sure.
Is the square footage of the main house or of the entire property?
So the main house, first and second floor is 7,800 square
Yeah.
feet.
So then the cottage is something more.
The cottage, the cabana, if you want to call it a cabana, is 661 square feet of living space.
Uh-huh.
The lot coverage is somewhere around 8,600 square feet, right?
Sure.
With the porches. So the rear porch is,
Yeah.
with all the
With
porches,
the porches and
it's about
everything,
1,900 square feet
Mm-hmm.
extra on the first
So
floor.
it's more like 12,000 square feet of building.
With the lower level, it's 11,000 square
Right.
feet.
Okay.
Okay, I need to just clarify something. The cabana, is that conditioned space, or
It will be conditioned space.
that's what I,
Yeah, so it's a gym structure. They're going to put a gym out there. Then there's an open kind of covered space, and then there's a bit of a snack bar with a bathroom.
But it's not sleeping, no.
no.
There's no sleeping
Well,
arrangements.
that
And
doesn't,
this also helps too. We did an aerial to show, I mean, the nearest house, this is the subject property here. These guys have a pool in their house, that's vacant, house is up here, house is over here. I mean, it's so far away, and all the houses here are looking towards the lake.
right, which, yeah,
So-
I'm familiar with it.
It's a
Very.
beautiful property. Unfortunately, not many people are gonna be able to see Ray's beautiful house.
Right. Oh, okay. Mr. Burke, comments?
No issue.
Okay, Mr. Wright, comments?
It's good. I like it.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve as submitted?
I'll make the motion to approve as submitted.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, motion has been made to approve as submitted. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for the
much.
complete presentation.
You're welcome.
Good luck.
All right,
Have a
Yeah,
great
good
day.
luck.
right,
good
have
Have a
fun.
great week.
You too.
Okay, next is a substantial residential, 473 North Sea Mecox Road. Is the applicant present?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Burke is the lead, and would you give the board your comments and recommendation on this application?
Well, will do.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet either, so just go through.
It's not exactly the same as that one, but it's very similar.
What's different?
That view there is different. The back's a little different. That's different. The other house didn't have those gables.
Wait a minute, is this
So
the
that
one
wasn't-
you're submitting?
Yes.
So the house that you showed the rendering on, that's not the house that we're looking at. We're looking at the plans for
So
slightly
that's the
different.
plans, yeah, and then I showed you pictures of
The
s-
front
similar-
house, that's not it. Okay.
Yeah, well, if I haven't built it, I wouldn't be able to take a picture of it. Yeah, it varies.
So those don't.
Yeah, but the colors are the same. The red shingles on the roof,
Okay.
and grey and white windows and white, basically the white trim. I submitted other pictures of landscaping because I don't have a landscape.
Oh, well,
Yeah, so that's what it looks like. It looks similar in color.
well, I don't see any issues with the design, but I think we need, I would assume we need plans that are, reflective of what actually is being built on this lot.
Yeah, that's the plans there. That's the plans of it.
Oh, I thought there were some changes on these plans.
No, that's the exact. This is the plan for this house. The picture is
Oh, okay.
different.
Okay, all
The
right,
plans are correct. Yeah.
okay, all right.
It's just obviously couldn't take a picture of.
Yeah.
Then you
Okay.
showed the picture just to
Yeah,
show
to
the
show
materials.
to show the colors.
Right.
Yeah.
Colors
and
and
the
material.
landscaping,
Okay.
similar landscaping, but this is the actual house, yeah. 'Cause I've already submitted it to the building department, and I think this is the last approval I'm waiting for, I believe.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I don't see any issues with the design.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Rump, comments?
Is there a survey or site plan, Kelly, that we can look at?
It should be.
Or an aerial, or just to see what's going on around it?
There's not much yet, but there will be. Jim Eckel's gonna build, I think, 11 houses. So
No, I'm just looking at the other houses
Yeah.
and how it incorporates in with the neighborhood. So it's a flag lot.
How
No,
far
it's
down?
No, it's not a flag lot. It fronts on North Sea Meacox.
How far down on North Sea Meacox is it? From this,
And then widen out.
It's
do you have that? I was trying to see where exactly. Thanks.
there's a house across that private road.
Oh, so it's at the end of North Main Street.
It's close
It's
to
that lot, that's, you come to
Vacant.
North Main Street at
Oh.
Edge of Woods.
It's where the
on
pillars
North
and the
Sea Meacox.
gates are. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
you come there and it's the lot
That
that's,
old horse farm.
right.
Yeah, that's it there.
That's
and
the
then,
front lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ted.
Then they're going building a lot of houses behind.
Behind it.
Yeah.
Jim
Okay.
Eckel, yeah.
This should be a farm, right? On
Yeah, there's,
Yeah, to
Yeah.
the right.
the, yeah.
there's a farm behind it there, yeah, there. And on the left,
To the right.
that's already subdivided, I believe, or before the planning board.
Which area is subdivided already?
Upper left, say
to
just
the
above the
left,
cursor.
to the left of the road,
Okay.
yeah,
Back there.
To the north.
Well, I don't know if it's fully approved, but it's pretty close.
The other house you built, was it in this area too, or no?
It was on Head of Pond.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
I have no issues, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Jankowski,
Just-
comments?
Kel, can you put the site plan back up? I just want to see, are you accessing it from North Sea Meacox then? Not this, whatever
Yes.
that A road is, that's where it's coming in?
Well, there's a possibility that I may be accessing from the private road. There's a 20-foot strip that they took away back in '81, but they don't need it now, so they have said they would sell it to me. If they do, then I can.
You're gonna shorten that driveway and
I'll
come off
in
that
off
A
the
road?
private road. That's
Yeah, the
what I'm
private road.
hoping. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But they're older people and they're a little nervous if they take the 20-foot strip away, because it goes to the 10-acre lot or farm behind it. But
Right. Yeah.
they also own that private road and they've already given themselves access. So
But as these plans stand, you're coming in from North Sea Meacox right now.
right now, but I'm hoping not to.
But as you're submitting today, it's from North Sea Meacox.
Yes, because
Okay.
obviously.
All right.
Because
I mean, I'm okay with the approval. I'll just say I'll defer to a landscape plan that Joe can look at just to see, because that's this being that open like horse lot.
Yeah.
Just to see. I'm not going to hold it up, but we're going to need to see a landscape plan.
I submitted some pictures of other houses, and obviously.
Well, no, we
Yeah,
need
pictures,
one
I don't- it doesn't
specifically
matter. I need
for
a
this. We need a landscape plan for this house.
So what, excuse me if you don't mind, what
Yeah.
Ted was saying is that you don't have to come back, but if you submit it, potentially if you submit a landscape plan, the lead of the area can then just approve that so you can be finalized.
But I won't be able to go ahead to get a building permit without it.
Yeah, we can allow that, right? Contingency upon you submitting a landscape plan. We understand that landscape plans usually happen at the end of projects, so
Yeah.
it's not the first time we've done this. We just don't want you going through the whole thing and then you showing me pictures saying, oh, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. We need something that's gonna say, this is actually what you're gonna do. So
And
we're
that-
giving you the leeway of, yeah, you can start your project, but you gotta get us a
Oh,
landscape
I
plan.
can do that. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm most likely, obviously, a tree out North Sea Meacox, and tree out most of the.
Again, you're
Well,
saying it, we need to
yeah.
just see it.
We
All
need
right, Does
to
that make
see
sense?
it. We need
Yeah,
to
because
see
they've
it.
never asked me for it before, but I can.
Well,
submit it,
no,
yeah.
I mean,
I'll submit
it
it.
has to be in black and, well,
Yeah.
when I say black and white, on paper,
Yeah, I'll get that.
a landscape plan.
That's all I got.
Any further, that's, all right. Ms. Keys,
No
comments?
comment. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Wright, comments?
No, I'll follow what Ted just said as well.
Okay, I don't have any comments. I think that the design of the house is fine.
Yeah, okay.
in there, and the materials you're gonna use are acceptable for that area and everything. What we'll do is, the motion will be made and seconded to accept the residence as submitted, and the application will be held up pending a landscape plan sent to Mr. Burke to review.
That is before I get the obviously before I get the CO, not before I get the building permit, or?
No, you're not gonna get the CO without a,
Oh,
Building
okay.
You
yeah.
get the building
You
permit,
get the
get
building
started.
permit, that's
You
it.
will
Right.
not get finalized CO.
I
We-
don't think you
until
get the building permit because we're
Yeah.
holding up the ARB approval, subject to the landscaping plan, so the
Right.
building permit won't be issued until.
No, until the landscape plan is reviewed.
Right, and I'm not gonna sign off until I review the landscape.
Okay.
So I can't get a building permit then?
No.
I wish I knew this, because I didn't even, I've built a lot of houses, I never had to submit.
Well, I
a
think it's the
landscape plan.
area, the corner lot, the frontage on North Sea Newcock, so, it makes sense, we wanna see.
Because I'll have to wait another month then, no?
No,
Why?
we don't have to come back
You don't
in
have to
front of
come
I don't
back.
think you're under, yes, let me just clarify, right, so it makes sense, is that your building permit is being held up until you submit a landscape plan. You do not have to come back to this board. You just have to submit the landscape plan. It will be then submitted to the lead of the area. He'll look at it from his email and either approve it or not approve it, and then you get your building permit.
I'll look at it as soon as you submit it, it's submitted to Carrie.
I have to get it done now, I didn't notice. I already held up 4 months with the Board of Health.
Well, okay, let me
I
go
didn't-
through, let me go through this again.
Yeah.
Okay, a landscape plan is a site plan with landscaping indicated on it and the type of landscaping indicated on it. You don't have to go, you can do it yourself. If you're going to plant those type of trees.
I mean, I can get a survey and write down everything I'm gonna put in if.
But just be aware of what you write down and what gets approved is what needs to be there. It can't be like fly of the switch and then switch it when you get that, you know what I mean? So it's not just a write it down and submit, make sure it's what you want it to be there.
Well, the only reason I would have to change them is if I couldn't get them at the time, but I mean, what I put down, I would put in.
Well, that's it, then that's no problem then.
Because I really need to get this.
Well,
Well, can I, if I mark up a drawing today, can I meet somebody?
If you submit it to Carrie, I'll be able to look at it. Sure. I mean, we just wanna see some screening on, I think, the neighbor side there,
Well, there is screening,
Across the road.
there is screening
Across the
with
road.
There is screening with the neighbor already.
So let's just indicate that and indicate that it's gonna remain as well.
Oh, of
and
course,
it,
yeah.
and it has to be on your lot, not on a neighbor's lot with the screening.
Or the existing.
It
Yeah.
is actually over encroaching on me, but that's fine by
Yeah,
me.
but
It doesn't count.
you gotta have it on your
No,
lot.
it is, yeah.
Because,
Well, right on the, where the neighbor's house is right there, it goes down, there's just one little piece in the middle that doesn't have it, and I'm gonna put it in, obviously.
Are you doing the landscaping yourself, your company, or are you hiring out another company?
Usually, I'm pretty much there from start to finish, so I would be doing it,
okay, but you have to indicate on the plan what landscaping you're putting in and the height of it or the caliper of the trees
yeah.
and what type specifically.
Yeah, which is what height.
Well, for the road, obviously, as high as I can get, probably.
Well,
I'm not,
anyway.
but at least 15 feet, yeah.
okay, well, that will take care of the problem, I think. I don't have any problem with the building at all.
I would have had this long ago if I had known, because this is maybe the 20th house because I've never had to.
Well, I
all
don't
the other-
understand why.
Yeah, all the other applicants that you sat
Right.
and watched
I mean,
all showed us.
yeah,
the
this guy that just
but
came
I
in.
mean, in the
Yeah.
last 10, 15 years, I haven't had to.
Yeah, it's also
Well-
a substantial residential application, which is, gets the full board's review.
Right, okay.
Not your fault. they should
All
have
right,
phoned me.
do I hear a motion to approve on this with the stipulations?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the design of the residence as submitted and subject to review of landscaping plan.
I'll second.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, it's approved.
Okay, so I'll have to mark up a survey, I guess, in the picture in because I'll scan it, I guess.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
And
need a
get it to
PDF of
Ms. Meyer.
a plan, yep.
I won't be able to get a PDF. I have to do it on a regular.
Yeah, as long as
If I have to hire an architect, it's gonna take a month.
Well, no,
That's
you can come in and get it scanned here too downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to do that. Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck. Okay, is there any other business to come before the board? If none, do I hear
Motion to
motion
adjourn.
to adjourn?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Thank you, everyone. Our next meeting